What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Aquarius sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of January 20th and February 18th, then you are an Aquarius sun sign and this video is for you. Today we're going to be taking a look at the month ahead for the month of July, and we're going to be using the Super 8-Bit Tarot. Now we're doing something a little bit different here today. I shuffled the cards off camera. Usually I shuffle them on camera, so I just wanted to save some time in the video, and I would appreciate it if you could share some feedback. Which way do you prefer more? Do you prefer it when I shuffle, or do you prefer it when I get right into the reading? Let me know in the comment section. I'd really appreciate that. But as it stands, we can get right into this reading, so let's do that. The first card we're going to look at is this card here, and it represents the energies of last month, so the energies of June for my Aquarius friends, and we've got the King of Coins. And to me, this card is saying that June, for a lot of you, remember this is a general reading for a large group of people, so take what works for you, but June seems like a time for a lot of you to be well grounded, to be a little bit focused on maybe finances or wealth or work, or you know, this could be meaning a lot of different things. The pentacles represent, or the coins in this case, represent grounded earthly things, physical things. This could be a diet you were focused on, this could be a job you were focused on, this could be a career, this could have been anything that you were kind of focused on in the earthly realms, but really doing it from a place of, how do I explain this? You know, the kings are mature, right? The kings are wise. So doing it from a wise, mature place, just focused on whatever it is that you're focused on. It could be art, you know, something physical, tangible. So yeah, nothing wrong with that. Let's see where that progresses towards. This card here represents the current present energies, and we've got the Two of Wands. And I'm getting the feeling that a lot of you are kind of, you know, focused on new opportunities, focused on figuring out where to place your energy to create new things. The Two of Wands symbolizes maybe like opening a new door. And maybe a lot of you are wondering, what new door can you open next? You may have had some success in June, and as a result of the success, you're starting to expand and say, "What, you know, what else is possible?" Right? So I see this as a lot of you saying, "What else is possible? What can I do to bring my goals closer towards me?" And this is the, you know, I always get the kind of the feeling of looking towards the future and seeing what the possibilities are when I read this card, and that's kind of the feeling that I'm getting right now for a lot of Aquarians. Is you're forward focused and you're thinking about bringing new things towards you. This card here represents the energies of next month, so the energies of July for my Aquarian friends. We've got the Four of Swords. And it feels like things are going to slow down a little bit in July. July seems like it's going to be more of a contemplative time for you. A lot of you will take some time out to figure things out. And, you know, for many this will be through the ego mind. But this is also symbolic of meditation and soul searching a little bit. And really trying to take a little bit of a time out to see where you're at. And see how things are going. See how things can go into the future. Sort of like not a period of waiting necessarily, but a period more of rumination. A period of thinking things through and formulating a plan or a strategy. So I think maybe the energies are going to slow a little bit in July, and you're going to take some time out, basically. Not to say that you won't still be on your path, but you know, this is an opportunity for you to strategize, to learn the lessons of the recent past, and to take those into the future. So it's going to be a productive month, although maybe not a chaotic, fast-paced month, is the feeling I'm getting for July. Okie dokie, let's move on over to this card. This card represents what to hold on to in the month of July. We've got the Three of Cups. And this is a card of having fun, enjoying yourself, celebrating with friends, and I think that's very important. Maybe I get the feeling that in the recent past you've been kind of busy maybe, and you've been really focused on, you know, acquiring, accumulating, that sort of thing. And I think that Spirit's telling you to relax a little bit more in July. You know, things are going to slow down. This is going to be a great opportunity for you to spend time with friends, to celebrate, to enjoy life a little bit more, enjoy the finer things, as they say, and just have a good time and celebrate and build up those connections with people. Perhaps you were maybe not neglecting, but you weren't as focused on the friends and family in your life as you could have been in the recent past. So July is going to be an opportunity to do that, and I encourage you to spend time with friends and family, basically, and enjoy their company. All right, this card here represents the biggest hurdle or obstacle you're likely to face in the month of July. We've got the Seven of Cups, and I think this goes perfectly hand in hand with the Four of Swords. I think what this card is saying is that the obstacle is going to be a little bit too indecisive. You know, if you're spending the month ruminating and strategizing, I think the downside here is that you may find yourself a little bit too indecisive. You may find yourself looking at too many possibilities and not being able to choose which one. I think that the downside to that, of course, is that action doesn't get taken. Not to say that you need to take action this month, but maybe being a little bit too indecisive could slow down your progress. So I would recommend really spending the time to formulate a strategy that's concrete, that's got clear, actionable steps, that's going to get you to where you are. Not to say you shouldn't dream big, but try to have a little bit more of a narrow focus when you're deciding what's coming next in your life. And that's going to help you to progress. And, you know, once you start moving down the path, then you can start to expand. But at the beginning, I think this is like, I'm getting the feeling that, Aquarian friends, this is the beginning of not a new phase, but like a new avenue to go down in the coming month. And if you have too many options, then you can't get started on your journey, basically, is the feeling that I'm getting. So have a clear idea of what you want and go for that, and then let expansion come after you get started. I hope I'm making sense. I never know in these readings. All right, this card here represents what to let go of in the month of July, and we have the Knight of Swords. Give me a moment with this card. I think this card is saying that you shouldn't be too eager to jump into ideas. You shouldn't be too eager to, what's the word? This is not the month for a lot of action and a lot of movement. I think July is going to be the month for strategizing and figuring things out and understanding more fully. Whereas the Knight of Swords is someone who just jumps in. He has an idea or an inclination, and he's like, yeah, let's follow that. Let's pursue that. Not to say that you shouldn't do that, but I think that this month is more of a month for figuring things out rather than for putting in a lot of action into stuff, into whatever it is you're trying to figure out. So I would say that this card is suggesting that you don't fly off the handle with an idea. That you kind of be a little bit more reserved, and if you have a great idea, that's good. Really explore all the possibilities. Really explore that idea before pursuing it, just to make sure that it's truly what you want. Just to make sure that you figured out all the angles and that this is in alignment with where you're trying to go. So I think basically, in a nutshell, this is saying don't pursue an idea without fully thinking it through. Is basically what I'm getting at. Okay, let's move on over to here. This card represents the energy of the people around you in the month of July, and I just want to say that this represents the people in your life as a whole. Of course, individuals will have different energies, but as a whole, we've got the Justice card. Yeah, and the feeling I'm getting from this is that the people in your life are going to be a little bit even-keeled. You know, the Justice card is about the leveling of the playing field, leveling of energies. So I think the people in your life are going to be, on the level. They're not going to be too excited. They're not going to be down low and depressed. I think they're just going to be ho-hum, right in the middle line. And this could actually help you a little bit. I think that's what you need. When I think of the middle line, I think of looking at all the possibilities and finding the middle way. And I think that's exactly in alignment with what you should be doing this month, is finding that middle way, spending time to think things through and feel things through, not just use your ego mind, but use your heart and your intuition as well as you figure out what that middle way is for you. So I think the people in your life are going to be kind of in tune with your energies this month. So they may be willing to help you, or maybe help you unknowingly help you to find that balance that you're going to need as you move forward into the coming months. So yeah, the people in your life seem to be beneficial for you. Is basically what I'm getting at. So spend time with them. Don't worry about it. You know, we got the Three of Cups, so definitely all signs point to the people in your life are going to be very good for you this month. All right, this last card here represents the biggest lesson that my Aquarian friends are likely to learn in the month of July, and we've got Wheel of Fortune. I think the lesson here, Aquarians, is that this month is going to be an opportunity for you to realize that we're all riding this Wheel of Fortune, okay? Things are always in a state of fluctuation. Things are always changing. And just because you're at the top, I always look at this card as like a Ferris wheel, right? You get on this Ferris wheel, it's always in motion. Sometimes you're at the top. Sometimes you're at the bottom, but you can be 100% certain, unless there's a malfunction and the carnies don't know how to operate the ride, you can be 100% certain that you're going to be moving on this wheel. So if you're at the top, you'll eventually go down to the bottom. If you're at the bottom, you'll eventually go back up to the top. And I think it's just, rather than allow your place on the wheel to dictate your happiness, you should just be happy you're on the ride. I might say that again. That just because... How can I say that again in a different way? No, I won't say it again. You get the picture, okay? Be happy to be on the ride. You're at the carnival. There's corn dogs and cotton candy. The smell of carnies is in the air. Just be grateful that you're here and you're experiencing things, okay? You don't have to be sad because things are down, because you know that you're going to be back up again. And you shouldn't be like all high and mighty because you're up at the top, because you know that you'll be... life is going to throw you a curveball and you'll be back down to the bottom again. But... don't let outside influences, don't let the things happening around you dictate how happy you are, dictate what mood you're in. Be grateful to be on the ride at all. I got analogies. Sometimes they don't make sense. Sometimes they do. Let me know. I don't know. All right. So now that we've seen all these cards, I can say that a lot of you seem to be going through some type of transition where maybe in the past you were more focused on earthly things, but now for many of you there's going to be a new opportunity. The energies are going to be right for you to go in a different direction. But I would say before you go into any direction, I think it's going to require some thought. It's going to require rumination and contemplation so that you get everything in order and you figure things out before you jump off the cliff, basically. So this month is going to be kind of a downtime month where you figure things out, but spend time with friends and family. They're going to help uplift you. They're going to help give you ideas of what you want to pursue. I think your biggest hurdle is going to be deciding which way to go, deciding on a plan of attack, deciding on really what your heart wants. So really do some soul searching this month and really figure it out, because I don't know exactly what's coming in August, but it seems like August may be a time for you to really put these plans into action. So really get a plan going and really finalize what it is you want this month. Don't charge into battle with some half-baked idea. Really think things through before you take any action, if you're going to take action this month, and make sure you've analyzed all the angles, you've consulted your heart to see what your heart feels about it. Make sure you've consulted your intuition to see what your higher self and your guides say about it. So make well-rounded decisions. Don't just get an idea and just say, oh, let's go do that, because it might lead to I don't know where it might lead, but it might not be in your best interest, possibly. So the people in your life seem to be very even-keeled this month. So, use that to help you get more even-keeled, more balanced, basically. And the lesson you're likely to learn this month is that just enjoy the ride. Okay, we're all on this ride, and no one's better because they're at the top or worse because they're at the bottom. We're all in a constant state of fluctuation. We're all moving around, and so don't let outside things influence the way you feel about life. That's the lesson. All right. Before we go, I did ask the crystal reading cards what crystal or healing message the crystals have for you, my Aquarian friends, in this July. And we've got Divine Temple Source. Oh. Look at that cathedral quartz there. It's beautiful. I think what this crystal is saying is that This is going to be a great month for you to really connect with your higher self, to connect with the spirit realms, to connect with source. Through meditation is probably the best way to do it. And meditation means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. It doesn't necessarily mean sitting in the lotus position. You can meditate in a lot of different ways. But finding your connection to source, finding your connection to your higher self is going to guide you. It's going to show you the way. It's going to either subtly or just blatantly in your face is going to tell you which direction you should be heading. So try to find that connection to source this month, and I highly recommend meditating. It's the way I know how to do it. It's the best way I can do it. So I don't know, maybe some people connect to source through dancing or through art. I don't know that, but I know for a fact that meditation has worked for me. So try to find that connection, because it's going to help guide you. It's going to help lead you down the correct path, and it's going to be kind of like a beacon in the darkness when you don't know what's going on, you don't know where to go. Search out that connection, and it will lead you. Alright, so that is the reading, my Aquarian friends. I hope you guys got something out of that. Remember to leave me some feedback on whether or not you like the shuffling in the videos. I would appreciate that. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. It lets me know that you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the videos that I release. And finally, you can check out my website at lightofriga.com. The link is in the description box below. That's going to be the place to book a personal reading with me, as well as to check out some crystals and look at the free daily reading that I post on my homepage. So that is the reading, my Aquarian friends. I hope you have a great month. I want to suggest that you figure things out this month. Take some time out, do some meditations, and really connect to your higher self, and the mysteries will be revealed. Okay, so have a great month. I want to wish you love and light, Aquarian friends. Leave a like if you enjoyed this reading. Happy taroting. Peace.